All right, guys, here's a quick update on Carvana. We've been dealing with Carvana all day on this car that I'm driving right now. We traveled 700 miles from South Dakota to come pick up this car. It was supposed to be a turn and burn, come pick it up and go right back to South Dakota. Anyway, we pick up the car, engine light came on, it was idling rough. We took it back to Carvana. They plugged in their diagnostic tool. It turns out, there's cylinder issues and sensor issues and other issues. And so at that point, we were like, well, what are we going to do here? We traveled 700 miles for this vehicle, and it needs work. So at that point, they were like, saying, well, you can return it, or we can look at other options. After everything was said and done and talking with a representative on the phone, she seemed very helpful and passionate about trying to get this rectified for us, because we traveled such a long distance and spent money on gas, food, and etc. So she's like, she set up through Firestone to get this car fixed, and so we took it there and they diagnosed it and told us, like, yeah, there is an issue, but we won't be able to get to it tomorrow. Well, we were told that if that was the case, that Carvana will cover your hotel that day. So that's the reason we stayed here in Colorado all day, was because we were told that Carvana would cover our hotel if Firestone needed to keep the vehicle overnight. So when it came down to that decision, we called Carvana and they were like, well, no, pretty much. And supposedly they looked at the phone conversation and said that although that was mentioned, it was not promised, and because it wasn't promised, they were not going to cover our hotel stay, which really upset me. This has all been their fault, 100% their fault. Bad car, needs work, etc. I'm not going to pay for the hotel out of my pocket, because it is not our fault. This is not how you treat customers, Carvana. And so we told them that. We're like, you guys got to fix this. And so they said, well, that they weren't wavering on that. So I was like, that's fine. So my wife and I decided we'll just return the vehicle. Well, at that point, they said that, well, you have to schedule your return. You can't just go return your vehicle. So they have to go online and look what the availability was. Their earliest was Monday, which means our kids are going to miss school, we're going to miss work. That's extra money for the hotel out of our pocket, food, etc. No, Carvana, sorry, that's not how that works. That's not how you treat customers at all. So I just flat out told them, I was like, sorry, ma'am, that's not going to work. I was like, you're going to be interfering with our kids' education, our work, plus extra hotel and hotel fees and food, etc. I was like, we're just going to take this car back to Carvana, hand the key to one of the representatives there, and you guys are going to have to deal with it, because if that's how you're going to treat us, that's how we're going to treat you. So my end all with Carvana is this, guys. We have dealt with Carvana for probably 7 years. We've tried different vehicles, and it has been nothing but a headache. From the very first vehicle we got, which had a bad transmission, which could not be fixed. We did get a second vehicle which had issues, but luckily it was issues that I could fix on my own. So I actually fixed that car on my own. It lasted 5 years. And then, so once we sold that car, we were like, well, let's just give Carvana another shot. So we tried to give Carvana another shot. We purchased another vehicle for $1,250 down, just to be told that, oh, you guys cannot purchase a vehicle because you're permanent travelers. What? So then, so we had to get that money back from them. And so, if you would not believe it, we decided to give them one more chance. And so when we finally went through the process of getting a brick and mortar address, then we went ahead and tried to purchase this vehicle, which has been nothing but a nightmare. Carvana is a scam. This is an honest review. I am upset, but this is an honest review. Carvana's a scam, guys. Do not use Carvana. I hope they fix all these issues that they have, because in theory, this is a good idea in theory, but their quality of cars is piss poor. Sorry for my cussing there. But yeah, it's just horrible car selections. They do not inspect their cars. The 150, oh, by the way, so their 150 point car inspection does not mean anything, guys. We were actually literally told today that these vehicles, all these vehicles are sold as is. So if you see that 150 point car inspection, take it with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, because all these vehicles are sold as is, which they said is the reason why they won't reimburse any of our money that we have spent so far on this trip, because the vehicles are sold as is, which they don't state anywhere on the website. You would think that 150 point inspection means something, but it don't. So yeah, it's been a bit of a headache, but I'm going to be blasting this all over social media as much as I can. Do not use Carvana, guys. It's a scam. You know, if Carvana wants to reach out and try to make things better, I don't see how they can, but hopefully they can. Who knows? But yeah, that's our experience, guys. Sorry.